E faz. O little one for the money, two for the show. A aula de hoje é para aprender como fazer um pouco de improviso. Olá, Brasil! Olá, o mundo! Aqui, lá no Boveda, Rádio Terra. Boa tarde, todo mundo. Boa tarde, Brasil. Não, vocês têm outros acordes. Ok, eu vou falar e vocês podem. Everybody, here we are. We're kind of working on some nice pentatonic blues style, but in a different way. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn a little bit about how to think of the guitar neck and the scales that we're learning, and not just scales. They're just kind of like the, what we want to what we really kind of want to, the way we want to express ourselves, but in a way, not in this like boxy pattern, the boxy thing. We're going to learn how to kind of see it vertically so that we can get into it more. Also, we're just going to we're going to get into the rhythm of the whole flow, the rhythmic flow. So I put on an A shuffle, and here we are. In this A caged area here, and in this A caged area we got our A right here. And so let's look at this thing vertically, because it's real important. We know about our chords. We got one, and that's our minor third right there. And then what's up from the minor third, a whole step is our fourth. And so then when Eleanor Rigby, so we can kind of like, it's just think of anything. I just kind of heard that. It's like, Eleanor but let's take it all the way down to the A. Let's try to do that all in this one string. Why don't you come in on a zoom in a little bit, Gabe, and yeah, see if we can see the whole guitar. So here I am on our A, and I'm going to go up to the flat third. So what it is, it's a step and a half. We remember that. And now to the fourth is a step, and the fifth. And remember, we're on this fifth, so, and it's good to remember these notes too. So we're going to A. Okay, fifth is E, down to D. And when we go down to a D, or down to 5 to 4, we can do it chromatically. I'm going to put on this thing, and let's just kind of like rhythm out. Let's just kind of get into the flow. Let's jump into the water of the waters of the blues and be baptized. Yeah. And before we get baptized, let's move my cushion down so I can baptize my low back. Yeah, baby. So we're in the waters of the blues. Here's the 5, the fifth note of the scale. 1, da, da, da. So here we are. So let me put this blues on here. A shuffle. Five, 4, go to Eleanor. Or let's go all the way down. I'm just staying on this E string. Go to this A and go up to this A. Now we're on this B string. So I'm an A. Well, what's always down a whole step from the A? Flat 7. Okay. And remember last week, the flat 7th, but we got the 6th. Now we can land, we got this A, flat 7. Or you can land on the 6, sounds really cool. Now we're going to land on this. But I'm on this E. So here's my A. Flat 3rd up to Eleanor Rigby. Now we're going to land on this E. We're going to do a slide down instead of. It's almost like you're not even hitting this note. It's just like, but we're going to slide from the E, 5 to the 4. Now I'm on this flat 3rd, Eleanor Rigby. So I'm kind of going from the 5, sliding down the 4. The other thing we do from the 5 to the 4. got this flat 7, we can kind of bend it up to the 1. Or you just bend it a little bit. Then you go up to the A. Down to 4. Okay, so we got that vertical thing going. Now, here's another cool thing we're going to do today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And now I'm going to go to the 5 chord. So I'm going to go 4. Now there's another harmonic thing you can do. Can you give me one of these where I can see me talking and the guitar? There we go. Now you can move the, okay. So I'm on the 1, 4. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go to a 5 chord. And the 5 is really an E. It looks like I'm playing. And a lot of times, like T-Bone Walker in Stormy Monday, he goes, "So call Stormy Monday." He goes to the 4. Tuesday's just bad. He's on the A. Then he goes, and he does do that. However, but really, why that works is if we disregard this A sharp or this B flat, we kind of got it. We have. So if you look at it like this, I'll do it here. Call Stormy Monday. For Tuesday just as bad. But it's not really. He's not really going to an E sharp or I mean A. Okay, so we're an A. He's not going to an A sharp. What he's really doing is going to a B. Which is the 5 chord. And so when you go to the 5 chord, you get a really cool sound. Okay, so it's like instead of 5. So we're going 1, we're going A, 1. Then we go to the 4, D, A, E, but so we get this little bit extra harmony out of it. Now, it looks like I'm playing an A sharp, but really it's pretty much, so it's here's the A sharp, only what we do, so it's an A sharp, but it's really an E altered, because so what you can do is you can play like a little E thing in here. And then so you can play a little E arpeggio against it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, and I'm going to throw a little bit of an E7 arpeggio in over the A, and you're going to see you're going to get some more kind of juice out of it. So here we go. Just by putting this. 4. 5. So I threw a little bit of a 5 in over. So I'm going to maybe I can make this a little easier to see when I go. I'll do it in E. 4. But instead of, see, so I'm going up E. And instead of going up to an F, what I'm really doing is I'm going to a B altered. So what is that B altered? We got it. So all I'm doing is I'm altering. I'm taking the 5th, just altering a little bit. So it's I call stormy Monday. Now I go to A. 4. Tuesday just as bad. Now. So what I'm at here, that's the flat 7th of the B. So I go into the 5. Tuesday is just as bad. I'm going to go to the 5. So I get a little bit, listen, that's the 3rd of the B, the 5th. So I'm going, call stormy Monday, Tuesday's just as bad. Stormy Monday on the 4th. You can even do the 5/4 off that one. Tuesday just as bad. Now I could hit the or flat 7. So I'm going E, E, 5, but it gives you this more juice. So it's just a nice thing. So just so when you're in a blues and you're on the 1 chord, here you go on the 1, you go on the 4. Then we're on the back on the 1, and we're gonna go the 1 to the 5. So 1. You just gotta. It's a flat 7. Or B or flat 7. So here's our B. But we take this 5th, we alter it. So we gotta, and then we land on the B. E. B, flat 7th of the B. Okay, so. Then we go to E, the 5. So we got your 5. So all you have to do is raise the 5th wherever you're at. So if you're going the other way, if you're going this way, A, now, and I'm looking for an E. So here's my E, and I'm going to raise the 5th, so here's my 5th. There's flat 7. 1, 2. It's almost like a augmented. So we're in A. Let me put it back in this A. 4. 5, 4. Now I'm going to go 1, so I'm going to go A, 4. Now I'm going to 1. So I'll do it slower. A, 4. Because there's a 5. And you got the altered 5th. So that's our second thing. You can add a 5 to the 4 chords. So we got two things we worked on today, and I want you to practice those. So the first thing is Eleanor Rigby. So start up here on the flat third. 5. Now we're going to go. We got a 1. 4. Now we're going to go to the 1 to the 5. 5. 1. So we got our 1. It's just kind of like that one little altered note, but it makes a difference. It's quite cool. So we're just gonna go to get that little extra magic on the 1-1. Eleanor Rigby. And just remember, you got this. So you got your flat third all over the place. So you got your always down your 5. And then for your 1 chord. the seventh. That's kind of low for the seventh. So you have one, five, four, one, five. So you're on the five. Flat third. So that's some fun stuff to do when you're just thinking of adding that extra five and also vertical thinking. So just keep practicing and don't forget to hit this thing so that you'll know how to sign up for the classes and get on here. All you have to do is follow the instructions there right here on the channel, and it tells you how to sign up. It's free on these Radio Terra classes. And pretty soon, today, let's see what else we have today. I guess I'm the last one for today. And tomorrow, we have Luis Brazil. Oh, that's right. That's Thursday. Oh, no, no, no. Tomorrow is Luis Brazil. That is Luis Brazil. Is tomorrow. Hey, am I still talking? Am I still live? Yeah, you are. Yeah, so tomorrow's Luis Brazil in Portuguese. And I believe his time is it 3 or 4 p.m. in Brazil? Anyway, if you want to learn how to play from one of the best Brazilian instrumentalists there is on the violon, they call it that in Brazil. But on the nylon string classic guitar Brazilian style, that's what you got for tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we have percussion, we have harmonica. And then when does Matt give his classes? The e-percussionist, we have him this week, every week. So just check it out. You'll see everything, and it's free. All you have to do is sign up, and it comes right off our website, so we won't.